What is really going on with this Vault 7 release of government documents telling us how CIA, NSA are spying on American citizens? Is Vault 7 just another stunt? Just another distraction? Is this Vault 7 for real? Is it real or not? And why are they releasing it now? All right. There's several possibilities as to what's going on here. I'm going to tell you a few possibilities. I'm sure you can think of more possibilities. I'd love to hear them. Please leave them in the comments or make your own videos. As I see it, Vault 7 is sort of a good cop, bad cop story. It could be a good cop releasing it, could be bad cop releasing it. Now, here's a few possible motives behind the Vault 7 release. First, if Vault 7 was released by the bad guys, by the deep state, they might be trying to change the subject from Obama wiretapping Trump Tower during the 2016 election. They might be trying to change the subject from Obama wiretapping Trump to any other subject in a hurry. Obama bugged Trump's office, tapped Trump's phones to sabotage Trump's campaign and install Hillary Clinton in the Oval Office. That is much bigger than Watergate. So, how do you change the subject? You release a stack of what we've already known for years, that CIA can listen to you through your Samsung smart TV, CIA can switch on your cell phone's mic and listen to you, during private moments with your wife, eavesdrop on private meetings with your attorney. We've known that for maybe 10 or 15 years. And we knew the regime was breaking the law since Drudge posted headlines. I believe it was 2013 when Drudge ran these huge headlines that Obama wiretapped the House of Representatives cloakroom and Obama bugged the phones, the Associated Press office switchboard. And Obama also seized the phone records of Fox News reporter James Rosen, including Rosen's parents' phone line in Staten Island. All right, so after that, it made it pretty obvious. The government's bugging everybody, and they don't care who knows it, and they're breaking the law. All right, that was pretty obvious. So I'm not shocked by Vault 7. I don't think you are either. If Vault 7 was released by some good guys, maybe the good guys are like, hey, here's why we leaked Vault 7. In fact, in some interviews, they're saying this. Here's why we leaked Vault 7. It's about time we showed America that the regime keeps breaking the law with these illegal wiretaps and spying through your TV, through your cell phone. So the good guys, some of them claim they released Vault 7 to cripple the regime's ability to keep fooling you, to keep fooling your neighbors while they eavesdrop on your neighbors at dinner and then try to blackmail your neighbors or just entrap your neighbors using what was gleaned during the illegal wiretaps. Keep in mind, folks, you, citizen researchers and folks that are plugged into my channel and to other channels that are digging into malfeasance, if you will, we are hip to the fact that the regime's breaking every law on the books, spying on us, staging fake mass shootings. But your neighbors across the street have their head in the sand. So maybe your neighbors need this Vault 7 wake-up call. Your neighbors need all the wake-up calls they can get, right? So, for example, after this Batman movie, The Dark Knight Rises, came out in 2008, we said, I'm sure CIA can spy through my cell phone, just like Batman's mainframe computer spies through every cell phone in the world. All right? We got the point years ago, but your cousin Scooby wasn't paying attention. So maybe these Vault 7 inside baseball government documents, maybe they wake up your cousin, and that's a good thing. So maybe that was one motive. Now, here's a bad guy motive for behind Vault 7. Maybe, it's coming out that half of Congress are blackmailed perverts taking money from foreign governments. Right? Half of Congress, half the politicians are guilty of various felonies, but these felonies are kept hidden as long as the blackmailed politicians obey orders to sell us out, sell out the country. No. So we got false flag shootings. We've got fake terror attacks on CNN. We've got Facebook, Google, and Twitter deleting material to protect these kleptocrats. Underneath all this, what's happening? The US dollar is finally on the verge of collapse after half a century of being undermined, sabotaged, hollowed out. So this ship is sinking. And when the ship is sinking, what does the regime always do? They stage another distraction. So folks won't notice, wow, this boat is really filling with water. This boat is halfway sunk. Oh my God, this boat's going down. Everybody to the lifeboats. Anytime you're not sure why the news is pushing some story, it's usually a distraction to manipulate you or a scare tactic to stampede you and your neighbors into the regime's trap. So, maybe the bad guys are just trying to distract the American people by releasing this super secret crap, Vault 7, that we already knew 20 years ago. The distraction seems to be working, plus because everybody's talking about it, plus it doesn't hurt the regime since anyone with half a brain already knew the feds were running these illegal wiretaps. So, let's take this point a step further. As your neighbors realize CNN is fake, Sandy Hook was phony, and as the economy collapses as a result of everyone losing confidence and freaking out, the Pentagon doesn't want you and your buddies stacking your rifles and ammo in your pickup truck. Like, okay boys, which crooked politician are we gonna kill first? The Pentagon can't be everywhere. Neither can the Department of Homeland Sabotage. So to discourage you from forming a lynch mob and trying to hang your local politician from a lamppost, the regime leaks these super secret documents and your buddies say, gee, we'd love to toss Chuck Schumer off the top of the Empire State Building, but since NSA records everything we say near the TV and records everything we say near our smartphone at dinner time, maybe we should just chill out and wait till somebody else holds Chuck Schumer accountable for being a blackmailed, pervert, lying crook. In other words, maybe your buddies will back down because they assume their private moments and any dirt that might be gathered on them is on tape at the NSA. And they assume DHS might swoop in and arrest them before they can kidnap that pervert Chuck Schumer. This way the regime subdues the population and it cost nothing. They didn't even need a pair of handcuffs or a PSA announcement featuring Jimmy Kimmel. On the other hand, here's a good guy motivation for releasing Vault 7. Pizzagate. It's looking like half of DC are blackmailed pizza perverts. Half of Congress, Hillary, Obama, Biden, John Podesta, Lindsey Graham. It's looking like maybe they're just like Dennis Hastert, except their pervert crimes are still hidden because they obey their masters. As long as they obey, their masters tell them how to vote and how to betray the American people, and the puppets follow orders. As this comes out, that's a big pill to swallow for most Americans. All right, citizen researchers, you and me, plus former CIA types, are not surprised by Pizzagate. They're not surprised by the possibility of blackmailed pervert politicians. But across your street there, Mrs. McGillicuddy in the corner house, she's going to crap her pants. That's if she believes Pizzagate is even possible. So, maybe the good guys leaked these surveillance procedures, Vault 7, and branded them with this Vault 7 marketing gimmick to educate, to get it to go viral and educate millions of Americans that yes, Virginia, the regime can spy through your smartphone and the regime does spy through your smartphone. So after your neighbors realize that's possible and accept that that's happening, your neighbors are more likely to believe Pizzagate revelations. Because your neighbors now understand, of course the regime has footage of McCain doing obscene things after midnight at the Bronx Zoo. We just learned CIA can eavesdrop on even me through my TV set. So it's possible, folks, Vault 7 is step one, laying the groundwork so Americans can comprehend everybody in America is a sitting duck for deep state blackmail. Then it's just a question of, okay, which pervert crimes did Lindsey Graham commit, and is there enough paper to list those crimes? Which gay parties did Obama attend? Which of those parties included Obama's husband, Michael LaVaughn Robinson? When John Podesta and Hillary Clinton got drunk, did NSA record them cavorting with minors? You see, now it's a question of who got recorded doing what. So, on the other hand, here's a bad guy motive for Vault 7. Maybe Vault 7 is just another attempt to desensitize the public to the fact that our constitutional rights get violated 24/7 by traitors and criminals in D.C., from Obama to Soros to Podesta to the central bankers to FBI, DHS, NSA to Schmucky Schumer to John McCain to Baby Bush. And now that Trump is in office, our rights are getting violated by agencies under the direct control of President Donald Trump. So, those are some possible reasons these surveillance details were, quote-unquote, leaked, wrapped in this cute Vault 7 marketing gimmick. Subscribe to Barry Soetoro channel and check out these clips.